Hello, I'm State Senator Steve Hobbs, and welcome to National Guard Day here in your capital. Today we're going to honor the 8,500 men and women of the Washington National Guard. Hey Sergeant King, how's it going?
Hey sir, how are you?
Good, good. Well, tell me what you're doing here and tell me what you do for the Guard.
All right, sir, so what we're here today is to highlight our cyber network defense program, and we spearhead a lot of the cyber activities that happen within the area. So for us, we work with like the Department of Courts, the Department of Transportation, to help them assess their networks for vulnerabilities that might be exposing them to detriment from the hackers from the outside.
Would this be similar, like trying to protect us from, you know, when the North Koreans attacked Sony and all that?
Exactly.
So you guys are the ones that try to defend us from those outside attacks.
Yeah, we're doing analysis and we're showing them, hey, here's how they did it. So a lot of us are those closet, hackers, and we're honest. We're what's called certified ethical hackers, and so we go out and we do the assessments and we say, these are your vulnerabilities. These are the things that you can improve in, and you can secure your network this way, so that doesn't ever happen again.
Wow, that's great. That's great, Sergeant King. That's amazing. A lot of people don't realize that. Here in Washington State, we have people protecting our computers, our systems, our internet from attack from North Korea, from other terrorists that might try to hack into our systems. Thank you, Sergeant King, for everything you do.
Sir. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Captain Fisher, good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
So tell me, what do you do for the Washington National Guard?
I am at the Western Air Defense Sector, and so the Western Air Defense Sector has air sovereignty over the United States of America. And for the western side, we take care of 2.2 million square miles of the United States. So if you imagine the Mississippi River, including Mississippi. And the secondary part of our mission, for the federal side of the house anyways, is to watch for things like Russian bombers and ICBMs and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that our air is safe. In 2010, the Russians had some bombers fly off the coast. We scrambled jets out to them to intercept and just kind of gently remind them that this is our airspace and we're sovereign and kind of go home. And so, but our state mission, as the mudslide in Oso happened, we actually have folks, our state public affairs officer went out and made sure that the photos that were released to the public were proper and apparent. And then we have people that are part of the Homeland Response, HERF, went out and actually were digging. So we had folks in the recovery mode, and we also fly the air cap when the president came to watch. So when the president flew into the area, onto the Air Force Base, and then flew out there in choppers, we were there to make sure that the airspace was safe.
Thank you very much for everything you do. You know, that's another example how our National Guard protects our country and helps people here at home. I mean, a lot of people think that it's the active Air Force that's doing it, but it's not. It's the Washington Air National Guard. Thank you, Captain Fisher, for everything. Thank you. Senior Airman Shaw, how's it going?
I'm great. How are you today?
Hey, thanks for coming here today. Tell me, what do you do in the Air National Guard?
We are Tactical Air Control Party Specialists, and simply stated, our job is to integrate the Air Force air power into the Army's ground fight. What that means is we are really good at communications, and we are essentially bringing a air superiority to the ground fight. For the state, however, we do a lot of domestic operations, and we spent a lot of time at Oso, unfortunately. We were able to help out there. We ran the airspace, so we brought in all the helicopters and we brought in aircraft and kept them safe. We do a lot of communications, both wireless communications, we have ground-based communications, so that we can talk in case of emergency. So
I see you went to airborne school. I know.
When
I went to airborne school, I saw many of you guys there.
Yep.
And as an infantry officer, thank you for everything you do. You guys, we really relied on you guys, putting heat on the enemy. So thank you again.
Appreciate it.
For being here. Thank you for everything you do.
For me.
Lieutenant Scott, how's it going?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
Hey, great for coming here. Why don't you tell our Washingtonians out there what you do in the Army National Guard?
Yes, sir. I am the Decon OIC with the Washington National Guard. Full-time, I work for the SURF-P, the decontamination mission, which we focus mostly on mass casualty hazardous materials response. As you can see here, we were part of the OSO response, cleaning up, helping assist out there, helping the search and extraction teams keep clean.
And you're on call at a moment's notice. You're supposed to go into an event, chemical, nuclear, biological, in a short period of time. Is that true?
Yes, sir. We have a 6-hour response time.
And is this your full-time job, or do you have a civilian job too?
I actually work full-time, sir.
Okay.
However, most of the unit is part-time.
Great. Well, thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Sergeant Clark, how's it going?
It's going good, sir.
Hey, why don't you tell me what you do? Tell the Washingtonians what you do in the Army National Guard.
So we are out of Redmond, Washington, and we are with Sniper Detachment with first of the 161st, and we get to take these rifles and use them to their maximum ability and shoot targets out at quite a far distance.
Well, not to put you on the spot here, but can you tell me a little bit about your the weapon systems that you have here today?
Yes. So this one right here is it's the Barrett 50 cal. It's a M107, and this over here is the M110. It's the SAS semi-auto sniper system, and 50 cal and 7.62.
So, don't you wear those suits? I think you call them ghillie suits.
Ghillie suit? You actually have one behind you right there. So.
Oh, okay. One of these things. You didn't want to put it on or anything like that? No?
Put it on, sir, if you'd like.
Get a little bit hot, sir.
So, tell me now, is this your full-time job, or what else do you do?
This is a part-time job.
Okay. What's your?
I'm a welder.
It's fantastic. Okay. And what about you?
It's my part-time job, sir. I do private investigation and firearms training for the civilian sector.
Fantastic. Fantastic. You both deployed. Where'd you deploy to?
Iraq and Afghanistan, sir.
Okay.
Same, sir.
All right. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for everything you do. As an infantry officer, this is fantastic. I love it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. Mr. Wellborn, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, so why don't you tell the people in Washington State what we do?
Well, basically, I'm a Washington Guardsman, fly CH-47 helicopters. We support different state missions such as wildfires, OSO mudslides. We also have Blackhawks and the 66 Aviation that do as well.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the wildfires. What role does the 66 Aviation have in these wildfires?
Well, basically, we fly Chinook helicopters, and then we fly Blackhawk helicopters as well. The Chinook carries about 15,000-pound water bucket, drops the water on the fire, obviously.
Mr. Bransma, how's it going?
Very good, sir. Thank you.
So why don't you tell the people of Washington State what you do for the Army National?
I'm a UH-60 helicopter pilot. The 66th Theater Aviation Command has Chinooks and Blackhawks, and our primary role is for supporting domestic operations of wildfires and landslides. This past year we worked with the Carleton Complex, Department of National Resources, U.S. Forest Service. We dropped about 2.5 million gallons of water helping fight fires. We were involved with the OSO landslide. We did some search and rescue, helped transport folks in and out of the site. So it's pretty much our role here in Washington State.
Okay. Do you have a civilian job? Is this your full-time gig?
I'm a full-time guardsman.
Okay. Fantastic. And I see you got combat patch, both of you. So you deployed?
Yes,
Where'd you deploy to?
I've deployed twice. The first time in 2003 to Iraq, and then in 2011 I went to Kuwait.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for everything you do. Thanks a lot.
It's a great privilege. Thank you.
Thanks for spending your time with me. We visited these brave men and women of the Washington National Guard who not only defend our country, but protect people here at home.